Namaste, everyone. I welcome all of you in this online session. Um, it is a new and very first uh, session after a long time, and I feel like doing a little bit something new, also a little bit, not so much, but something new, a little bit. I have always loved reading your greeting messages and responding to them individually in details. But somehow, for quite some time, few friends have continuously reported that we would like to you to more speak on the relevant subjects and answer the questions which are sent to you. But somehow I don't feel like uh, you know not connecting to you individually. So somehow I feel like I found a middle way. I will not be reading your greeting messages in details, but I still would like to greet each one of you individually by speaking your name. So this is something new I feel like doing from this satsang onward. Welcome, Nitish. Welcome, Nikhil, and welcome, Ma. Welcome, Jami and Barbara. You are also here. Welcome, Jenny. Welcome, Aparna. You are also here right now. Welcome, Nitya. It feels very nice to connect with all of you into this space, in this space, after some time. Welcome, Niranjan Akhani. Welcome, Prajot and Joy. Welcome, Prema. Welcome, Joseph. Welcome, Zina. Welcome, Jerome. Welcome, Prachi and Mahima. Welcome, Matthias. I'm very happy to see all of you uh, here like this. Ah, Niranjan is, you are saying it is Dr. Pratik. Yes, yes. And we met in Rishikesh private meeting. Okay. Welcome, Pratik. Uh, Steve, you are also here. Welcome. If I have missed any one of you, please send me message again on Facebook or on the Google Hangout chat window, because I don't want to miss this opportunity to connect with you in real time. And my way is right now to speak your name and to welcome you by calling you in this way. Mm. Welcome, Vicky and Divya. Welcome, Miriam and Aigul. You are watching on YouTube. Very very nice. Let us all come together in this space in this time. For me, time means this time, real time, and this time, this real time, is not moving, is not going anywhere if you are not going, if you are not moving. So let us stay here for some time during this session. Let us be a little alert about not going anywhere. Going means paying attention to some thoughts which are involved in the experiences, objects which are not here right now, or involved in past experiences of them, or future projection about them. This is called going or moving. Simply notice that this is so, and this noticing detaches you very um, gracefully, very silently from all the goings, and you naturally feel you are here. You don't need to do anything to be here. You only need to notice all that energy which is going out, and you are also sort of attached to it. Just noticing that this is happening is basically being free from it. Welcome also, Vadra. Welcome, brother and Manu. So let us start from here, where we are right now. Every uh, session of such meetings has to start from here, and it does start from here only, from now only. And when we are here, when we are in this nowness of life, of yourself actually, let us try to see, do we have any problem which is connected to this, which is connected to this nowness? Is there any problem we have? Problem being some sense where we have to go out of it, ignore it, stop living it, stop appreciating it for something which seems to be more important than this joy of being, this silence of being alive, silence of existence. Do we have any problem right now? Anybody who has any problem right now, you can share and we can look together. Otherwise, we will silently, joyously share this space, this nowness, this being aliveness. Spontaneously, some talk may come up. I will share that also. If I missed any one of you, please do send me again your message. Devi, you are also here. Very welcome. From former Stacy. Okay. So welcome, Stacy. Now, Devi. Very nice. Bahare, you are also here. Very welcome. If you don't find any problem in this moment right now, then don't try to create. Like mind has this capacity, this mechanism that if you don't find any problem, out of sense of fear that we have continuously inside ourselves, mind may try to create some problems. So before you believe that that idea of the problem coming in the mind, look through it very carefully without moving from this ness where you are right now. So everything you see from here ness, from this ness, without moving. You yourself don't move, and see, is there any power within you in the mind which can force you to move from here? You just don't move. This is your decision that I will just not move from here. And then see, is there any power within you which can move you? Let all the powers be tested against your true nature. All the powers of mind be tested against your true nature. Simply, you don't move. You don't need to do anything to be yourself. You don't need to do anything to overcome, to defeat any powers of mind. Your not moving is already enough, more than enough. It withdraws all the powers from everywhere, and you find yourself naturally peaceful and much more powerful than anything which is trying to take you out, take you into some activity, some flow, some doing. Um, Welcome, Tripti. Welcome, Christian, and welcome, Diva. Diva, you are saying I have a question, but you are welcome. Please do write that question here on this Google Hangout chat window or on the Facebook if it is a long question, because this small window cannot take up enough um, text. Just need to clear this window because I cannot see new messages in the Google Hangout window. Achala Devi, you are also here. Welcome. I don't have any question right now which I have received from any one of you in this session. But it feels so beautiful, so silent to be here, to be alive. One question has come before before I take that question. I feel like sharing something. We have different kind of understandings about truth, about self-realization, about the process and the approach, attitude, and the techniques like this. I just feel like sharing what I see in it, which may help you in some way. If you are holding on to some partial understanding or misunderstanding, it may help you to clear that. As I see to it, if you can say like steps or something like this, then or phases, you can say like this. Then the first phase on the path of self-realization is to see what you are not. So the first uh, phase everybody completes in some way is to see what you are not. So first to see what you are not. Then second phase is to be what you are. And the third phase is to know what you are. When you are moving from your false self, false identity, to the true identity, to the true self, knowledge of the true self does not happen first. Being the self happens first. So if you are not, I know some beings here right now in this satsang that you are knowing uh, what you are not. You are able to somehow see and feel the distance between you and what you see, and somehow you are also able to rest more and more in that space from where you see what you are not. But still there might be some confusion that I don't know myself, I don't know who I am. It is totally perfectly okay to feel that I don't know myself. It is more than sufficient to be yourself. Then knowing yourself happens naturally. No external tools are needed, no understanding is needed, no effort is also needed. Being yourself basically is not a activity, it is more like a alertness that you don't attach yourself with anything which you are not essentially. And anything which you see, which you perceive, you are not that essentially. You are not you are not that eternally. That is not constant. The seer or the seeing is constant, not what you see. What you see changes. That which who or what sees stays. across the changes of the scene, all the changes in the field of view. So this is what I wanted to share before we enter into the questions. Diva, you have asked this question now. You are saying I'm unable to tap into my potential and keep feeling that I need to do something or go someplace and try, but I don't know what. This has been very disturbing since this morning and last few days. How do I handle this? I want to say that the first place, the first step into anything which appears to be fundamental problem or confusion, the first step must be understanding. Before you take any steps outside of your home, outside of your thisness of life, try to understand first. And the best, the most refined way of understanding is observing without judgment. This is what I call simple seeing. We can look together. I will share what I see in it. Listen very carefully. Gives give some space to what I'm saying, because it may not be in line with what how mind looks at things in the moment. So there is a possibility of seeing beyond our present capacity. You are saying I'm unable to tap into the potential and keep feeling that I need to do something or go someplace and try. This is a very genuine feeling. This is a very original, primal feeling. As long as we are busy in the activities, in the experiencing of life, we don't pay much attention to this feeling, which is in every being, which is in every being. That is what is your motivation force to do things, to explore new things, to go places and meet people and relationship and everything. And as you are not able to get much joy out of activities, out of experiences of life, now the energy, the attention naturally comes to this more and more, and it feels more and more that I have to become something, I have to be something, or do something. This is how mind interprets it, and you don't know how what exactly is this. I feel this is the time when the the being which has been living in the cocoon of the caterpillar has started remembering that it is a butterfly, that it can fly, and the whole sky belongs to it. This small model of life living through this person has become small now. This is how it feels. And there are two ways now here. One standard way out, experimental way of finding solution for this problem, which most of the beings are doing consciously or unconsciously. Different adventures, different forms of art, and in fact any activity for that matter is coming out of this sense that I need to be something. I want to tap my potential. I have not done what I want to do, yet. So it is like a in the seed form. The seed consciousness, you can say, is pushing you from inside. So this is a conventional way which most of the beings are following, which is also okay. Ex- uh, Trying to find the solution for this through experiences, through experiencing, through changes, what I call cosmetic changes, no. And another way is looking into it. What is this? if you go plan A, the conventional way, it will take a long time, and this energy will be exhausted in a bit. And there is a possibility that if you move very, very fast in your life and do many, many things at the same time, quickly, finishing all the options, all the possible options, and all that which looks promising to you, then there is a possibility that this energy is exhausted. You may come to rest, and this rest naturally, simply seeing of what you are not happens, and resting in what you are happens also, and then naturally knowing of that which you are also follows. And in this seeing into it, what is this? You are bringing in the light into the frozen seed of consciousness, seed of the soul, that you are giving it more and more light, giving it more and more environment in which it can actually grow very, very fast. It may not be the preferred way of the body and mind, and body and mind may and will most probably create some resistance, and uneasiness is experienced. But this is the fastest way to be free from this uneasiness, which everybody is carrying, everyone. There is no being which does not have this sense, whether they know it or not, whether they know it today or they will know it tomorrow. So, Deva, this is my answer to you. And if you have any further question about it, you can please ask. If you are interested in looking into it, we can also look together right now. Then this is how you can handle it. Lucia, you are also here. Welcome, Lucia. Pratik, you are also saying something. You are saying, beloved, something, awareness and consciousness. Um, being further, you are saying being feels like I am everything, knowing feels like I am nothing, not even being. Being and knowing seem non-dual. Pratik, I could not understand your question. Please write in one go, and also, if possible, in on Facebook maybe, because this is a small place where we don't write. Cannot probably you cannot probably write so many words. Write more clearly what exactly is your question, because it looks more like a sharing, not like a question. Like, so, if you are sharing, it's nice. But if you are asking something, please phrase that in a question, in that way, which I can understand. Little bit more details are needed actually, because remember, Pratik, like all the true teachers, I do not answer your question. I answer you, the questioner, the state in which you are, from where you are asking the question. So while while the questioner is trying to phrase the question more appropriately, it is just to see within the questioner itself whether the question is relevant, whether the question is needed, like need to ask, or maybe most probably the questioner will find the answer within only. You know. So Pratik, please do that uh, while I uh, answer something else for the time being. And Diva, you are saying thank you, Raji, for explaining it so well. Thank you for bringing this opportunity. Because you are the truth as much as I am. It is always joy to meet like this. And also, you are saying, can we please do this? Hmm, what is this exercise? Okay, I will be so grateful if we can look into what is this together. Okay, Diva. Our seeing is our being. So first understand this. So our seeing is our true power. The seeing is our true nature. But our true nature is somehow bound. This light of seeing is somehow bound in the mind. When I say mind, I mean the partial knowledge. Partial knowledge is not like you have a car, and you if you have partial knowledge of the car, you have knowledge of the wheels only, and you don't have knowledge of the rest of the car. No, not in this way. Partial knowledge is looking at something, like having a glance of it, and it is registered in the mind, in the psyche, as as if we have known the whole of it, the depth of it. So taking the shallow knowledge of some object as the in-depth knowledge is what is called partial knowledge. And our mind is full of such knowledge. So the truth is right now here. The self is right now here, but we don't see it. Because our mind, through the mind, we are believing that I know what is this nowness, I know what is consciousness, I know what is awareness. And we are not really looking into the nature of awareness. We are only believing that we already know this. So first you need to free your capacity of seeing from this imprisonment of partial knowledge. So first, right now, Diva, and everybody is welcome to join. Right now, find out any knowledge that you have which is not partial knowledge, true knowledge, complete knowledge, in-depth knowledge, and first-hand knowledge also. Do you have any knowledge within yourself? No need to go through all the knowledge of the mind. Just let the mind claim that, yes, I know this fully, and you just neutrally look into it from thisness, from here-ness. Don't move out of here into past, into future, into anything. Just staying here. So, and now see what all knowledge that you have is authentic, in depth, first hand, complete. Because if you have complete knowledge of anything, there is a rest that arises out of it within you. Whenever the knowledge is complete, silence, peace, resting happens. When the knowledge of that subject or that dimension of life is not complete, our being, our energies feel interested in looking into that direction and analyzing and thinking and experiencing that, because it is seen by your deeper capacity of seeing that it has not been explored fully yet. And when it has been explored fully yet, it doesn't stay in the mind in the form of thinking or active memory. It more rests in the being itself as harmonious experiencing and knowing naturally. So Diva, please tell me. Now you respond to me. What is your what is the complete knowledge you have right now? Let us look into it first of all, because we need to clean the eyes before we can see, or before we can decide about anything that we see, whether it is right or wrong, whether it is good or bad, whether it is a problem or it is the very functioning of life, very nature of things. So let us clean our eyes first. So Diva, please tell me now. Okay, Diva, you are saying something now. You are saying, I feel I don't know anything about all that has happened or happening in my life. Uh, Deva, I'm very happy to hear this from you. This is authentic knowledge. This is original knowledge. This is your first-hand knowledge. And nobody can, first of all, take away this knowledge from you. And this knowledge may give you some sense of restlessness in the beginning, maybe, but it is going to bring you to the complete rest, silence, joy, openness of the being. Because this true not knowing is going to take to true knowing. True ignorance takes you to true knowledge. Most of us only say, I don't know anything. But we in the brackets in the background, we still believe that, no, I know this. Only because I cannot phrase my knowledge, explain my knowledge in concept well. So you prefer to say, I don't know anything. But when you say authentically, I don't know anything, it has great power. You start opening inwardly, you know. Knowing takes you out. Knowledge takes you out. Knowledge is partial knowing. And this knowledge, this knowing that I don't know anything really, brings you into this openness of knowing naturally. Is there any problem in this? You are also writing something, and I am unable to step up and find out how I get deeper in experiencing life in its various aspects. Diva, if you stay in this not know, I don't know anything. This is a very you can say outer layer of not knowing or realizing that I don't know anything. Go deeper in this authentic knowledge, primal knowledge. This is the primal knowledge, you can say, a consciousness a being has when it enters into this manifestation. Go deep in this by not accepting any partial knowledge as true knowledge. So stay here. It is painful. Still stay here. Then you will see that what you are saying, that I am unable to step up and find out how I get deeper in experiencing life in its various aspects. This question itself is full of assumptions, knowledge, which you are holding and not able to see that you don't really know this. I want you, this question is saying that I want to get deeper in experiencing life in various aspects. Whereas I see you are already doing it, but it is not acknowledged by the mind because that is not happening in the format or in the way that mind expects it to happen. So going exploring different aspects of life, experiencing different aspects of life is already happening, but not the way mind expects it or demands it to be. So here also, Diva, knowledge is here. Let go of this knowledge also. Because also it expects that I need to go deeper in experiencing life and its different aspects. I am not able to do this also is knowledge, the far partial knowledge. See all of this clearly. Clean your eyes first. Clean eyes. When the eyes are clean in this way, one cannot speak a single word actually. Or if it one does, it is very different actually. It doesn't have that sense that I know already, sense of knowledge, no, like this. So Deva, be clear about this also. Look into your own thoughts. Look into your own questions and expressions before you share, and try to see, do you really know this? Before you uh, go on the project of getting deeper into experiencing life in its various aspects. First, be clear about that that power which is going to be used in this, the power of discernment, discrimination, seeing. Make it clear, make it pure first. So this is how it is, Diva. I don't see you are saying anything anymore. We will look into it after some time again. Please do as I said and come back to me and tell me again one more time what is your true knowledge. So let us go more deeper in this not knowingness, not knowing, because this not knowing is going to eat all your knowledge, burn all your knowledge, which is partial knowledge, and is going to bring you to very beautiful, sacred silence, emptiness, from where neither you know anything nor you feel like knowing anything also, because it is so joyous, it is so silent and peaceful. You don't feel like going anywhere, nor going deep in any aspect of life or in anything. And naturally, everything is happening anyway already. But there is no demand from inside for life to be in a certain way other than what it is right now. So Diva, this is how I feel. Achala Devi, you are saying, Raji ji, I am not experiencing that things are just happening. There is still sense of doing in thinking and decision making and actions. And beloved Achala Devi, let us try to look at your question with with the empty eyes, with pure eyes. This is the best help I can extend towards you. I am not experiencing that everything and that things are just happening. It may be a true statement that it is not my experience that everything is happening on its own. I feel I'm doing. So the key to reach to this authentic experience of truth, where everything is happening on its own, is look into what is the case right now. You are saying the case is there is still sense of doing. Look into the sense of doing. But look, don't try to destroy it. That this effort of trying to destroy this sense of doing is actually coming from the mind only, where we have sense of knowledge that this sense of doing must go away in order to experience life in its fullness and in its truthfulness. No, this sense of doing does not need to go away anywhere, because there is just a sense of doing without anyone having this sense of doing. There is a pure seeing reporting to me right now in the form of Bachala Devi that there is a sense of doing. It is okay. There can be a sense of doing. There can be a thinking and decision making and actions. But the question is, who are you? What is your relation with it? How you are attached to it? How you are bound to it? Look into this. This is where the real bondage is. This is where things have tied together. This is where you have become associated, attached to that which you are not essentially. So, Achala Devi, don't try to change this, because trying to change is already a demand coming from the mind, where you believe that until sense of doing goes away completely, I cannot be free. Whereas it is the opposite. Until you become free, the sense of doing will continue. So how to do it? You know, it is like I remember a very simple and crude maybe example. A a horse rider on a horse and riding, and the horse is running like anything, and they both continue like this till they both are dead tired, and they both die like this, and they both meet in the heaven. And this rider asks, what was wrong with you, the horse? Why did not you stop so I could get down and rest? And the horse said, I was also feeling the same, that why did not you get down so I could stop. You know, this is how, this circle is created. This very mechanism of this fueling this sense of doing is coming from the lack of self knowledge, or or because we are not living our true nature. That energy flows towards this sense of doing, and it gets power and becomes real. So, Achala Devi, simply see this, and you will be able to see that there is a sense of doing. And there is some objection also about the sense of doing, that still it is there, it should not be there. But all of this you simply see. And if you simply see like this, you will confirm within yourself that even the deadliest experiences, even the most negative experiences, and most powerful resistance for that cannot disturb you, cannot take away your peace, your silence, your here-ness. And that's all you are seeking in different forms. That's all you want actually. So, Achala Devi, this is what you do. Okay. Uh, you are, Achala Devi, you are saying, thank you, Raji. Very, very welcome. Thank you, beloved Achala Devi, for asking a beautiful question like this. Uh, a beautiful question is that which gives a space, for looking together, and openness for letting go of something which is not original, essential within us. Very nice. Diva, you are also saying thank you so much, so much, Raji. Thank you, Diva. It's beautiful. Aparna, you have reported that there is no sound, um, but other friend Nikhil, you are saying that both audio and video is okay. Thank you, Nikhil. Jaini, you are saying, Raji ji, there is much seeming changes and losses in the play of this life, and deep pain in the heart and grief are arising. No story attached to it, yet it can seem real at times. It is just arising and is empty, but I felt to bring it to you, beloved. Yes, Jaini, it is always good to bring these things into the light of such a meeting, light of this truth, where we all are meeting right now. As I shared with you, Jaini, so there are some golden keys. One need to keep always within your own, within in your heart, which never fail and which will not let you fall in the mind. The key is try to bring your focus more and more and more and more every day on that which is not changing, on that which is not coming and going, on that which stays every morning when you wake up. When you wake up, many things have changed. Yesterday, the daytime of yesterday is gone. The night time of yesterday is also gone. The dreams of last night, which were appearing so real, also gone. Memory of them is there, and if we pay attention to that memory, they may become more energetically real, experientially real. Otherwise, if you don't pay any attention, they will just fade away by themselves. Dreams, the memory, everything. Experience of yesterday, the memory of yesterday also will just fade away by itself. And still something will remain. You remain. Only pay attention to this. So this is the golden key Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi has given to all of us. Only stay with that which remains. If possible, don't pay any attention to that which is changing, that which is coming and going. Or pay attention to that which is coming and going to just confirm that it is coming and going. So look at the changefulness of life, but at the same time, when you are looking, confirm that it is changing. This very confirmation is actually more than enough to detach you from that the changefulness and make you free from suffering. So, Jenny, I just felt like sharing this. Jenny, you are saying, thank you, beloved. I remain untouched. I simply see. Yes, it's very beautiful. I somehow know in my heart that this is how it is for you now, but I just felt like sharing again. Thank you. Thank you. Pratik, your question is also here now on Facebook. Jenny, you are saying love you. I also love you so much, beloved. In fact, I just want to say I love you all so much, so much, without even knowing a single detail about any one of you, without even knowing your name, your face, your past. I love you right now, all of you. Okay, Pratik, your question I'll try to look now. Pratik, you are saying Nisargadatta said consciousness is a tiny speck of dust for me. This feels like a dualistic statement to me. Consciousness is smaller and awareness larger. I feel both are same, so I cannot compare them. Is my understanding correct? Mm, Pratik, when we are talking about uh, a concept like consciousness or awareness, I would prefer to uh, for everyone to have first-hand knowledge. Even if I say anything about it, it is going to be a second-hand knowledge for you. So even some confirmation I give you, and that yes, you are right or you are wrong, it is still going to go through the channel of concept, through the mind, and is going going to create a different image than, or it is going to create a image basically about it. The consciousness cannot be known through the images that are created in the mind of the knower of consciousness. Remember this. All that we can know, all that we can talk about is just an image in the mind, even about the consciousness, even about the awareness. And these images are subjective. These images are relative to the state from where we see. So I would not like to say anything about it. Rather, I would say have your own first-hand experience about it. Because there is no nisagdat for me. There is no consciousness for me. There is no awareness for me right now. Then how I can say anything about three of them? How I can say anything about this statement? Also, there is no pratik here who can say anything, who has any confusions basically. Pratik and all of its confusions, Pratik and all of its knowledge also, including true knowledge also, is an experience the happening in the emptiness of life. If this is seen, no confusion is entertained more than what it is. No questions are given any value more than what they are. And this opportunity of meeting in satsang is much more valuable than just discussing these things. It is a real opportunity to wake up to the truth, which is beyond experiencing, beyond mind, knowing beyond mind. And when you know beyond mind, you cannot speak about these things in this way. So, Pratik, I feel this is how I feel about it. Let us talk about you. Let us forget Nisargadatta Maharaj. Let us forget what he said. Let us look into what you say right now. What is your experience right now? Do you have any problem right now? Without connecting to the past. This is you are talking about past. You are using past to look into what is truth, which is here, which is now. So let go of the past, all the past. Right now, in this present, in this beingness, do we need to ask anything? We may need to ask anything, but let us look into that from thisness, not from the eyes of the mind, not from the through the eyes of the past. So, Pratik, like this, if you have anything to say, please do say that. I will be very happy to answer. Aparna, you are saying, Rajee ji, just wanted to share with you that somehow here there is nothing which I am able to relate to anything, and there is no suffering whatsoever. I don't know if I know or I don't know. Attention still runs around the thoughts, but all thoughts are irrelevant. I don't know if I am stabilized in this or not. I am just living as it is without any resistance, and there is no interest in gaining any knowledge anymore, but happy with what is. If you could shed some light on this, thank you so much, love and gratitude. I also don't feel any separation between anything, including thoughts. Would love you, love, would word love you or anything to that matter, and what practice I can do to reach which I already am. So that makes me to just relax in what is. Aparna, this is a perfect state. As I said before, also in the very beginning of this session, first we need to see what we don't know or what we are not. So first we will see, we are seeing what we are not, and as we start becoming free from what we are not by just seeing and confirming that I can see this, so I cannot be this essentially. Then this freedom brings you to this state where you don't really know anything, and also if, when you don't know anything, you don't see any separation. Also, this is the place where true knowledge happens naturally without any effort. But don't look at this knowledge now, this original knowing from through the eyes of mind, through the eyes of concepts. Don't look into it in this way. So if you are happy, it is totally perfect like this. All that need to happen will happen. All that the actions which need to happen through you will also happen. Thinking will also happen. Planning also for future will happen as needed. Everything will happen without any effort from this wholeness of yourself. This is the wholeness where everything is allowed, no resistance. Not even resistance for any resistance which may arise in you. So everything is more like floating within the space, but you are not floating. You are seeing that all of this is happening like this. And you are saying even insights and intuition also makes no difference, and I can see that my day is already planned, or I cannot plan day-to-day activities. Yes, it is totally fine. It is totally perfect like this, Aparna. As I said, first we need to know what we are not by seeing what we can see, by seeing what can be seen, and even insights can be seen, even intuitions can be seen. Everything can be seen, And when everything is seen and confirmed that I can see all of this, then the seer feels interested in itself. And then the seer knows itself. Naturally, it happens. You don't need to do anything for it. Just don't attach yourself with anything that you are not, essentially, by not believing in mind, by not believing in knowledge. So this everybody has to stay in this not knowingness, and it is sweet also for you now. So such a blessing of Guruji, of all the masters. So enjoy this. Very, very nice, Aparna. Now you are saying it's all happening very naturally. Thank you so much. Love you so much. I also love you, beloved. Thank you. And Pratik, you are also saying, you are saying, thank you, love. It's very nice. And I think one more thing you are also saying. Yes, you're also saying that no questions, beloved, only silence. And now you see, Pratik, all the discussions of done by all the beings on earth in all the times that has happened so far are nothing compared to this taste of silence, when the silence is tasting itself, when the light is tasting itself. Knowing of it naturally happens. This taste, even 1 second of this taste, is much more valuable and beautiful than knowing the whole concepts of the of whole life. This is true knowing, which does not need to be claimed. Rather, one need to relax into it. Rather, one need to dissolve into this knowing. Very happy to see this, Pratik, that you are feeling like this. And remember, there are two models I have seen so far of knowledge. One is where the knower and the known are separate. This is partial knowledge. When the knower and the known are one, inseparable, that is true knowledge. So whenever you want to say anything about your authentic experience or knowledge, see, are you separate from it, or are you one? Separate means the experience happened, it is not there right now, but you are there, so it is separate. Inseparable means still it is vibrating in your heart. It is felt inside yourself. That is true knowledge, true knowing, inseparable. Knower and the known is same. So Pratik, remember this. Very nice. I think I have covered all the questions, and I, it's very nice. We are at the end of this session now. We had a beautiful session today where we touched the the very important, very significant questions, topics. Also, we touched the silence which is here. I want to end this session also with the same statement which I shared, with the uh, same thing I shared in the beginning. Remember, don't be in a hurry to know yourself. First, be clear about what you know about yourself presently and look through it and see if it is true knowledge. And this way, you will know, first of all, what you are not, which brings you to a sweet not knowingness of the self, enjoying that peaceful, silent, no complaints, no demands to know anything, and knowledge now happens. True knowledge of the self happens to the self. So first, to be sure, are you the true self before you demand any knowledge of the true self? First, be clear about it. Once you are clear that I am the true self, you will not need to ask anything from anybody. All the true knowledge naturally happens as if you are breathing in, breathing out so naturally. Okay, then. Thank you. Thank you.